Hi, I'm Robert Yap, here with you for Studio 35's video review of Doom Eternal: The Ancient Gods Part 1.
With over 10 million customers enjoying more than 200 million in savings on video games since 2013, Kinguin is just the ticket you need with our link.
When Doom Eternal came out 7 months ago, it immediately took our attention with breathtaking game design and even more so, incredibly smooth gameplay. It was one of the most difficult, incredibly fast-paced shooters out at the time that was just pure fun, to say the least. But it seems that id Software did not stop just there. They finally come out with an expansion that builds upon the epic that made Doom Eternal such a great game, with even more added flair and gore, making it one of the best 2 parts of DLC to come out this year. Yes, the DLC has 2 parts, and the first one is finally out, and it's more than safe to say that it's a treat. So, let's jump back into the Ancient Gods Part 1 and see what it has in store for us and figure out if it's worth its $20 price tag. The Ancient Gods Part 1 spans 3 gigantic levels that are set in the 3 Great Realms. The first level of the USC Atlantica facility is located on Earth. The second level is set in the smoldering swamps in the depths of Hell. And the third level takes the player into the Holt in the corrupted and corroding world of Urdak. Echoing what we saw in the main Doom Eternal game, the level design is quite similar to the main game. They are designed in the same disc-like pattern, with a ton of platforming structures to divide them into different sections. However, the Ancient Gods is not an easy DLC to tread in. The amount of platforming structures here in the expansion is nearly double what we saw in the campaign of the main game, with a noticeable increase in the volume of obstacles placed throughout the levels. And to add on top of that, the DLC is also introducing a new mechanic. Doom Eternal: The Ancient Gods Part 1 is interesting because, on top of all the game mechanics from the main game, the game also introduces new enemies, with more game mechanics like the jet stream, and adds more lethality to the base abilities like more support rooms. While the platforming in Doom Eternal was not that special in terms of game design, just increasing them in the DLC does not add that much value to the Doom formula. Where the game truly shines is in bombarding the player with even more hordes of monsters, from anywhere and everywhere physically possible. Just entering the DLC, the player has to bash through armies of Hell Knights, Mancubi, Arachnotrons, etc., basically featuring all the enemy cast of the main game and some new types. Like the turrets, which, as the name suggests, fire giant energy balls at you, and they can be a huge nuisance in the first level where the Doomslayer is bound in tighter spaces with swarms of enemies sprinting at him. The second level turns the difficulty up a notch, with giant squishy tentacles and spirits that can possess demons, new to this expansion, which are quite an interesting bunch to face in the swamp's extreme platforming, but nothing comes even close to the pain and utter sadistic play of the third level. There is just one new enemy class here, the Bloodmakers introduced in this level, but it punishes the player, and it punishes hard. Horde after horde of high-level demons constantly come at you with all the enemies that we've encountered so far in brutal combinations. The DLC pulls no punches in giving the players an intense challenge and ups the difficulty by a huge margin with every passing level. Calling the Ancient Gods DLC a cluster of gore and demoralizing play at times would not be going too far from the vision that developers no doubt had this time around with the DLC. The new Doom Eternal DLC, The Ancient Gods Part 1, is definitely worth the $20 markup and provides more intense and challenging Doom play. The DLC embodies the game style that we saw 7 months ago in the best way possible, and has delivered an utter pure and fun game once more, with more lore and more just pure violence that the franchise is known for. And that was Studio 35's quick video review of Doom Eternal: The Ancient Gods Part 1. So tell us, did the game live up to your expectations? Was it worth the $20 asking price? Let us know in the comments section. And while you're here, why don't you like this video, as it makes our content more visible. And if you like what we do here and you do want to catch future content, you can subscribe to the channel. Sharing this video across all your favorite social media platforms is also extremely highly appreciated by our team.
Get the most well-loved classic games and the hottest new releases with Fanatical and access their exclusively curated content. Use our link.